Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining me. Sincerely, truly, thank you to everyone that's making it live. Sincerest apologies for the delay. I thought I rescheduled the stream, had some IRL running around to do, and then I had to feed myself and stuff. So we're getting live, plenty of time still. Hopefully you're all tuned in and ready to rumble, because it's that time of the week for the FC Barcelona season ticket holders where we build our lineups for the weekend game week. I'm Quinny, of course. Fist bumps to everyone on arrival. Great to see you all live and loud. I'll get to you guys in the live chat, because I was actually just finishing up building the little request sheet that I've seen popping in through the chat while I've had the intro tune on here. And I've got to say, guys, it's a who's who of the FC Barcelona community tonight. Some great lineups, some great galleries we're going through tonight. And Mike Cock, I just need you to tell me what your squad name is again. I've just totally went blank on yourself, my man. And Alex Coombs is the last one we're building on. So thanks very much to everyone joining us, guys. It is going to, honestly, guys, a few things, right? Honestly, it feels like I'm getting nice deja vu around a lot of things right now. I'm not going to say what the deja vu's towards just yet. I'm going to keep that to myself for maybe a little bit longer, like a week or two. But I don't even know where to start. We're winning a star rare. It's probably the most fun place to start. We are winning a star rare. As it stands now, we just need the Cream Buns Rangers to not outscore Celtic, essentially, SO5 wise. And I think my combo of 5, we've got the one that we've nailed is pretty unassailable at this point. We're a fair couple of points away from 2. It's 4 points. It was 10, so maybe they scored a couple more. Does Mrs. Quinn not provide food on demand? No, it's definitely it's definitely one of those things where, like, even though like the woman cooking thing is like the stereotype, men are the better chefs. I think we know that, don't we? So I'm a dab hand in the kitchen. I don't mind trying it out. I am lazy, but so I don't do it often. I think that's maybe true of a lot of us. Let me know what you guys are like in the kitchen, in the chat. Oh no, I've been hanging about with those data guys too much, haven't I? Rangers hate watch tonight. Oh, by the way, that wouldn't be a bad shout. We're going to be live at 7:30 on Satara here. Me, McBride, Ace, maybe one or two of the Odyssey boys will be joining us. I opened the door to them again. The door's always open to them, but there's a while there where they weren't up for it. We'll see if we get a second or a third or a fourth, head and face on the show as well. And then XD Rai is coming in for a request as well, but we're sitting top, we're looking good, and also unlimited, by the way. It's kind of went down a little bit now, but these things were like 5th and 8th or something like that, where the Schmeichel play with the spillover. And like, this is quality, like, for the strategy paying off. But do you know what this? See what this theory 1000% underlines is that if I got another 2 Schmeichels, like, I could fill a top 10. Because for me, like, if you can get into that, and I know it's Celtic only, right? But if you can get into that at limited, there's very little to suggest you wouldn't be. Like, look at the points here: 461.10, 461.7. You know what I mean? Like, if I had a Casper rare in here, into that team, like, where's my rare Casper? 71. And that was with the DNP Kun, of course, Captain Engels. Probably couldn't have done it much worse, And there's been a few teams, the Captain Kun and Engels, that died, So it did open up for me a little bit. I must go along with that. But the multi-entry system, like, if I had 3 Schmeichels, 7th in that one, and what did this score? 458 for 11th. What would that have done in rare? 458. So that's like 4 points back. Yeah, it would have still been like podium levels, top 5 levels. So I could have filled the top 5 with 3 teams. Easy. So that's great for me. But that is like probably some confirmation bias is in there. I'm not above admitting that. But let me know what you guys think. Should I just go out? And by the way, Schmeichel's in the pool. It's a midweek as well, and it feels like Harry Trades has been going through the analysis for me, and it does feel like midweek stars. We want Palmer. We're praying to the Sorare gods. We get Palmer or Mbappe, because Mbappe is just like a unicorn Sorare win, isn't it? Winning Mbappe from All-Star with Celtic cards. Like, that's just a thing, isn't it? So I would find it really tough to sell Mbappe. I'd find it really easy to sell a lot of them. Casper would be the most advantageous to me utility-wise. So that'll be fun for Friday night as well. So we'll be live on Friday night. Me and Harry, obviously. Harry's in the chat as well. I see you, my man. Fist bump. We'll be live for the Deadline show, of course, tomorrow. So it's a lot of great stuff is on the up. We should have a great Friday night show as well. Hopefully, even if something did crap me tonight, it'll still be second or something, you know. So, still should be somewhat interesting at the very least. Zero to Heroes back. It went live earlier today. I'm giving away multiple cards on that front as well. And so get involved in that. You need to watch the whole video to properly participate. So if you only caught a wee bit of it earlier on, you can go back to it. It's not a huge rush, but make sure in the next couple of days you get through that, and there could be a good chance of getting involved in a big giveaway on that one. We're building lineups tonight, of course. I've got mine mostly set, and I'm saying later on tonight when we go to Satara here, we'll be doing a proper kind of breakdown and forecast of the Celtic team for the weekend, and stacks and that kind of stuff will probably come into the chat as well. And also, like, I don't want to say it's like one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse or whatever, right? But it's in like maybe a more like what a crazy world we live in way. The Pavel Trader coin could be one of those things. When I seen the big man was giving these out, I was like, oh crap, I know nothing about Solana wallets or anything like that, and I never get around to doing it. And I sent the big man a message, and I was like, oh mate, I'd love to, like, I don't care anything about coins. Very, like, for me, crypto is like a kind of Bitcoin Ethereum thing. Beyond that, and one or two other little projects that have kind of landed my way, I have taken a fancy to, don't get me wrong, that have been recommended to me from lots of different spheres. This has not been recommended to me by anyone at all. I am not qualified to speak on it in any way, shape or form, but reading all the stuff that Pavel is putting out, like, my instinct reaction when I read all the posts that he was doing, like when he was like making the coin, and then he's like, right, we're doing this now, and this is the plan, and this is blah blah blah, is I can tell he's been sitting planning this for ages, you know. And Pavel, like, if someone's going to do it and make it work, wouldn't it just be him? You know what I mean? Like, seriously, wouldn't it be crazy Pavel Trader, you know, like this guy. You guys know Pavel as well as I do, so anyway, there's just too many videos. Do you ever take a break? Yeah, I actually don't feel that way, Hooker 520, so if you feel that way, that's great. Mad incoming, don't say that, Harry. Don't even put that in there. So they're own and control the internet, guys. They know you're here. They know 15 of you have smashed the like button on arrival, of course. There's just about 40 of you here now. Please do hit the like button. It means a lot. If you laugh, you learn, you like something. We're having some fun tonight, building some lineups and whatever else comes out of my mouth. Oh, by the way, we did an amazing, this is another thing, we did an amazing, I really enjoyed it. I hope you did anyway. We did an amazing stream on Tuesday looking at the transfer window, all the cards that had moved. Some of them were kind of interesting. Not much of it was usable, really, until, was it? For the most part. But the following day, Sorare went out, and I wonder if this is still a market filter, but we could just do one-offs, I suppose. But they released new transfers. We got like Seko Fofana, and Rodrigo Mora is back in the auction house as well, an instant buy apparently. So we're on instant buy. Can we do, yeah, I think serial number. I think if we go to number ones, that might help, but there's not it's not all, because some transfers like James Sands going to St. Pauli, that's like number 88 or something, I think that started at. But guys like Seko Fofana getting a card is huge. A few of these guys are interesting. The Tottenham goalkeeper is here, and you know how that story is going to go. You know, when Vicario's fit, like, I'm sure Ange will make it a fair fight, and if this Kinski is like the next Peter Cech, then the gloves will be his, because Vicario's not been perfect, has he? But he's certainly been very good. And there's maybe one or two other ones that aren't showing up because of the filter I've now put onto it. But I got confirmation from Sorare that is scheduled to happen every Wednesday at the same time, which means this will be an ongoing practice. So the transfer stream we did on Tuesday is now going to be a Wednesday thing, and we're going to, we'll have some new cards to look at, any opportunities, or maybe just fun ones to look at, or just interesting plays that come up. I did bid on the first Zach Hemming. I got outbid on it. I wonder how much it went for. I only had a wee bit of wallet left after I'd bought that Sana Fernandez and one or two others. Went for 50 quid. That's probably decent enough for an in-season. I hope the form would have made him a bit cheaper, and the number two maybe goes a wee bit cheaper, but it's not going to be anything mad dramatic, is it? But I've also, so that's kind of all the good stuff that's been going on. But in light of the transfer window, it looks like Luca Romero is going to Chivas. Now, Luca Romero, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure on this, but he's half Mexican, and it was like up for debate what national team he was going to play for. So him going to Chivas, like, that might be him going home. I've not looked into it that extensively, but I would know, oh, that's where he grew up, or that's where his dad's from, or anything like that. But when I seen he was going back to Chivas, it's not worked for him in Europe. Like, he is so, he's one FM Wonder Kid levels, like, that could just work out so well. With market credits, I paid half of whatever this was, £5.10. So you're talking about £2.50, £2.60 for an in-season. Crossing our fingers and toes that happens. And in the spirit of that, it wasn't Sana Fernandez I spent a wee bit of my wallet on. It was a jersey number Efra Alvarez. It was not quite the floor, but it was the floor for non-big heads. And I was just like, just buy it, man. It doesn't matter. Like, 15 quid for I used to own a super rare. Love this kid. I've always been a huge admirer, huge fan. He's a team 3 guy, isn't he? Like, you can't ever play this guy in top priority unless, this fixture is just lined up for him, then different story, obviously. But this is a great team 3 play, I think, especially for, like, summer contender when, like, right now my team 3 is non-existent. So, like, any team he goes into, he's going to give it a bit more of a chance, to just lift, So, 15 quid on the secondary market, couldn't say no to that. Finally got in Choupo-Moting on the secondary market. And I was actually kind of gutted because the guy that I bought it off of got it 4 days ago for 2 quid. I was like, how the fuck did he do that? Oh, Jesus. Like, I've been actively pursuing this. He must have been mad hot on it. Sorry, data alerts, I'm sure, played a part. But some of you guys will know with the in-season Celtic migration I've had, like Odenholm will be an in-season mid in MLS. Who knows if he plays for LAFC, but Welsh is confirmed to Belgium. Lagerbielke is in Holland, and Mikey Johnson as a forward is playing for West Brom at the moment. So with me having 2 classic keepers, if I could just get any in-season mid, then I could just field a D5 team and just see how it goes. And when I'm thinking about just buying a card because it's fun, with a few of the last videos we've just done in mind, like a rare Renato Sanchez, again, I dealt with the devil for this one, for £6. Renato Sanchez, again, a super rare unloved. Won me a few bits when he has been fit. But Renato Sanchez, if he gets back to being fit, like in Portugal for Benfica, like £6 for Renato Sanchez, like could just be. You never know. Feels like things are happening in a weird way, and if like Renato Sanchez and a few of these other things worked out pretty well, I wouldn't be one bit surprised. So anyway, I think that says live and loud, isn't it? Now, the FC Barcelona membership, the season ticket, is £1 a week, £4 a month. We build lineups every Thursday ahead of the weekend game week, and we gallery review the recommendations that come in from the live chat, or the suggestions, the requests. Sorry, probably the bad way of saying it there a second ago. And it's £1 a week, £4 a month. We also have a Telegram group. Telegram is just like WhatsApp. And on top of that, guys, we give away the limiteds that we craft to the members. And the limited we've got at the moment to give away is Marvin. It is the Marvin Wanizek. Now, do you know what, guys? We've got a few viewers tonight. If we get to, let's say 67. If we get to 67 views on this, I'll give away this Nicholas Sula tonight on this stream. Okay, so we're at 43 now. If we get up to 67, somebody alert me, and we'll give away Nicholas Sula tonight. But we're going to give away Marvin Wanizek exclusively to the members. And also, guys, in this game week, the whole limited thing we were just looking at, I'm also picking up a tier 1 and it's a tier 2 now. But anyway, a tier 1 and a tier 2 limited. And where am I going to give these away? I'll probably give one away on Go Fuck Friday Night. The tier 2 pool is actually pretty fun. So we'll see what the cards are and we'll kind of make a call on it at that point. But the other one, I think I'm going to give it to the members. When I seen that was coming, I was like, the members have been great. We've not had as many members exclusive giveaways this year as I would have liked. So we'll give one away on Go Fuck Friday Night for sure. And the other one we'll give away exclusively to the members as well. So the Wanizek thing's still getting sorted out. I'll have that out in the next couple of days for you guys to enter and get involved in that. And then whatever we pull from this, we'll probably include that in that video as well and have a different method of entry to try and win that. We'll try and give away more cards in the one kind of little burst, which should be fun. But anyway, the first request, the first FC Barcelona season ticket request holder that came in was Mr. A. Wallen. Won't be able to join live, well, you might be now, because of the delay I've had. In-season Challenger Rare is what we're after. So this is a fun region. I can see some Nordisland in-season Challenger Rare, 2 Division 2s and a Division 3. And let me keep the chat at the bottom so I can see what's been said. Loved Rare or Limited video because it was something I wanted to do, but it confirmed what I wanted to do. So thank you. Yeah, I think like some of these things, like it's hard to like put into like a video. So when you kind of need some other things that can not complement it necessarily, but are in the same kind of topic, kind of space, and you've got a few things you can kind of move around in terms of pros and cons and situations. And I don't know if you're here now, you might be watching this after we've been live anyway, but Hatligen, one of the members that was featured, Hatligen's gallery, Hatligen kind of responded in the comment section as if like kind of justifying some of his stuff and whatever, and like, you know, by all means feel free to give context to anyone watching the video, but in case you think like I was like critiquing it or anything, I tried to make it clear in the video, sorry, but I'm just making sure I didn't come across the wrong way. But I think if you were to say to anyone, right, what would the perfect in-season gallery look like if you had unlimited money? Like, yours isn't too far off it, to be quite honest, mate. So it's just a good example of like if you even had your dream scenario in season, you got all these collections and all these leagues, and you had all this diversification and variety. This is still a sort of position you could find yourself in. You know, it was just you're a great template, because I've not got that limited in season or in season anything. You know, not many galleries do, and I just really like your in season build, mate. I think you've done great with it. GG's on the Celtic score. Thanks very much, Kerry. Good to see you. Luke Jones, Dean Iverson, Hucker520, of course, Daniel Cal, Cameron M, Charlie Dunbar, Slam Duncan, Apocalypto, Safanov incoming. Don't do that either. Come on, guys. XD Rai, of course, Charlie Dunbar, Mikey Baston, Alex Coombs, Kev Hurd, Mike Cock, my man, DD Trading, Sorare Holland, Benny, you must be the comfiest of them all when you put that comment in. And Packus Murphy, good to see you, mate. Thanks very much. And Apocalypto, longer than any of my relationships. He's had his season ticket for 12 months. Absolutely love to see that, mate. And before my wife, that would have been true for me too. Just Micah, of course. Stefan Rands, he's had his season ticket for 8 months. Love to see it. Red or Dead, James J, Mini Me 98, and of course Wallen. Good to see you all. Fist bumps on arrival. And guys, we're already up to, we're getting close to 50 views. Once we get to 67, I'm up for giving away Nicholas Sula. But in season rare for Mr. A for Wallen. Now we've got 2 playing goalkeepers here, and honestly, both of them are great picks. This is a coin toss situation. A great keeper away from home. Could get AA as well as the clean sheet which you're after. And again, very good goalkeeper at home. And again, it's maybe a wee bit tighter contested, but it's a bigger team and it's at home. So normally that feels like it offers security, I think, doesn't it? So quite a 50-50 coin toss. Unerstal is a double A. But what I think is like Heracles, Willem 2, if Heracles are so much more likely to not score, that's a set of statistics I would want to kind of get my eyes across here. So what I'm going to do is open up Sorare data again and go to, let's go to pick scores. Now, see, since I've signed into the laptop when I was away, every time I'm doing something, I always get critical security alerts. And they always freak me out because they're really serious. But then when you sign in, you see it's just like you on your computer. Right, whatever. I think it's just signing me out of my laptop now. It just gives you the wee freakies. You just need to check it, But we want to change this to Challenger. And then we're just looking for that Willem 2 game, essentially. And there we go. Heracles. And this is for Lauritsen. Okay, so what are the odds here? Lauritsen. What one are we after? 3 goals scored. 3 goals against. Clean sheet. Yeah, these are the ones we're interested in, the middle 2. And yeah, very low percentage chance of these, of the 3 goals against, like very low for these types of standard of teams. I quite like that. And do we have Twente? Where's their game? And it's the middle 2 we're looking to try and gauge. Doesn't look. Oh, there's Willem 2, Twente there. So clean sheet's actually much higher, 48% in like 0. Yeah, I think Unerstal is just the safer of the 2, isn't he? Ultimately, I don't know. Something's pulling me towards Nicolage. But all logical sense does point towards Unerstal. Kastic Boscagli, first, it's Boscagli, you're not going to not play him in your first team, are you? Same can be said for Veerman, but it's not a bad chance to maybe fade that if there is a slightly more favourable on paper situation, but there's not even really that, so that's fine. Veerman picks himself, you probably wait ages to use him. It then does only really make, this is a kind of paint by numbers spine we've got here, isn't it? Surely the extra spot is where we're going to get variation, and that's fine. Sarah away. Is Sarah one of these guys that does better away from home, maybe? Because he has that kind of he's not a combative midfielder, but he's a guy who needs to be involved in some action. So let's just look at the last 3 months. 56 away from home, 52, and at home 60. And that's kind of without decisive in one match, decisives in another. So yeah, he's maybe a wee bit more of a home bird. Let's zoom that out over 6 months. It's 61 at home, 51 away, yeah. But it does do pretty well in like some of the better games. Fenerbahce, that's a goal, obviously. Young boy, yeah. So like the tougher games are maybe good for him. And who are they playing? 7th. It's not the easiest game in the world, but they are still going to smash them probably. Jacob Broom looks good as well. Away to Fortuna feels like a game where he's just going to get his decisive. Like that's just kind of the problem with these guys, that you're worried about when they stop. But if they can continue to get 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 4, you know, like if they can get that kind of goal average, he's just ever present, then you're fine. You know, AA is just there from all the background work as well. And I think it's probably a really good game for Jacob Broom. Away from home, AA is maybe just a wee bit more on the cards then. Like, how was his home away split? If we just look at it, 6 months. It's probably, yeah, we just want to see, I want to see that tail especially, yeah. So this is all over. 65 away, 73 at home, 59. Yeah, that's just made my mind up for me. He's the guy, and you kind of need to captain the 100 machine, don't you? I like that. Second team is also a D2 lineup, so we're looking to get promoted with this into D1. Nick College, again, I think the goalkeepers are really a coin toss. Mike Double E looks to be yellow card suspended, so we'll stay away from him. And there's not many guys at the bottom to really look at. We've got Satara, who looks to be ill, so we might be relying on someone else. So let's have a wee peek at what the script actually is here. Ajax. Satalo 60-40. Satalo suffered a bad flu and returned to team training on Tuesday, hence I expect him in the starting 11. Excellent. Good to know. Satalo's fine. And again, yeah, Sarah, I think is quite a decent pick in this situation. You've got other ones as well which are fine, but for team 2, or for your next best team, Sarah, again, it makes the most sense. Lauritsen, again, I don't mind just getting involved in this Sparta Rotterdam Heracles situation as well. Olic been in the team also, but you're not worried about, yeah, this is probably quite good, because in Holland, like, yeah, I don't mind that. Lauritsen's, yeah, double A, if he's the guy, that's fine. And then the 5th man, and this has got a lot of variation in it, this team. This is a very promotable lineup. The 5th man is going to be crucial. The captain is going to be vital. I wouldn't be against captaining the goalkeeper, actually. Julian Bass, how's he been scoring? L5 is pretty ming, but he can do better. Not overly appealing, but he's fine, isn't he? And then we've got Mignan away to PSV. I'd rather avoid that. Krastev, if he's back in the team, they're at home to NEC. It's not a great set of teams, right enough, but again, it's just like a game where a guy could score a goal, you know. And Selmo McNulty, by the way, is starting to come up in some defensive like top 10s and stuff like that I'm seeing on the timeline. So the Irishman with the Spanish name is maybe going places. Watch out. The guy here is not even factored into this, so we'll just ignore that. Krastev, yeah. We've got Berghuis. What was the Ajax situation? Broby. Berghuis is on. Boom. That's totally fine by me. And yeah, I'm probably going to captain somebody like Lauritsen. I would personally captain the goalkeeper, but that's probably what's going to happen, isn't it? And then this is the Dreggers. So we've got Titon on random handcuffing. Let's check the Fortuna goalkeeper, because you just never know. Oh, Brandon Hurst. There you go. Boom. He's in. Don't know if you knew that. So that's great. Mike Kuma, are you the guy for us? Team 3, the Dreggers, the reserves. You're fine. Bring it on. Away to PSV, but, you know, defensive cards need to be busy. Just, if he concedes 3 or something. Oh, let's check the Quintero. How do you score? Kind of unknown. Where were these scores? Oh, these scores were in the same league. That's okay. This guy's worth a punt. If he's starting, Theo Quintero. He's definitely worth a team free punt. Oh, Kaki's 50-50. Oh, that's fun. Oh no, the fun guy isn't on at start either. What was the fun guy's name? Theo Quintero. Stats look amazing when he does start, by the way. Tommy St. Jago, you know, is going to play. Again, not a great game for him, you know. So it's either away to Twente or away to PSV. He doesn't really have the upper scores, really, does he? They need the clean sheet. Needs to get to 38. It's a really tough ask for somebody like him. I'd go with the Maikuma. And then, yeah, like maybe Bass. Classy's got a good L5. What have you been up to? Yeah, goal line clearance kind of boosting him. Classy's still a pain in the ass. That was Sven. Again, against PSV, is that? Against Ajax, meh. Against Galatasaray, got the goal. Fenerbahce assist, so he's alright in Europe. Against Feyenoord, not too good. Tottenham, meh. Against PSV, not good. Yeah, I don't know if he really turns up domestically in the big matches, Mignan, does he? Like Twente, nothing. I'm looking just for the big teams. PSV, nothing. If you want to make a joke about Vitesse, nothing. Ajax, nothing. Yeah, man, he's got a horrible record against the better teams in Holland, doesn't he? So I think you have to actively shade that until he bucks the trend. Tom Hay, Almere, are you going to play? He is. Let's take that. This is like a bad batch squad, isn't it? Negley's 50-50 with Kake. Kake doesn't feel like a starter to me, but maybe he is in this game. So maybe just go Troy Parrots. It's big game, big player, big scores kind of situation. And then maybe just put Pele Clement as fifth man or Arno Verschuren. He has potential, surely. Not recently. Who's our guy, Pele Clement? Nah, he's alright, isn't he? Again, he got like an L7 here or something, didn't he? It was all, yeah, he can do it, right? So I think that can ability is what we put him in for. And again, no idea who the keeper is going to be in this one. Not the keeper, sorry, the captain. I want to do Tom Hay just for vibes, but he's probably I don't think he's got captain material in him at the moment, is he? I think people have been quite disappointed with him at the new place, so I just need to clear all these tabs. Boom. And I think that's us got Wallen's team sorted. So we've got 3 Challenger in-season rares, and like, I don't know if you know about the Brandon horse. Let me check up with the chat, sorry. Bergwies. Like button's been smashed. Love it, guys. Love it. Up to 24 likes. We're almost at, we're still about 50 of you here. If we get to 67 live watching, we're going to give away a Nicholas Sula Unlimited, guys. Do get the likes up, because that will help. The more likes that we get, YouTube will tell more people that we're here. More people come in. More people view. We win the card. Hit the like button. Helps us all. Set the L15 preference, and you'll have the score on that screen for ease. Is it for ease? I like the. Yeah, sometimes I don't mind, getting the mail out the mailbox. I find putting up L15 scores on preferences helps. These are a few. I'll give it a try. I'll give anything a try, I suppose. I just don't like the way it. I like looking at the page. I like seeing who they played. I like seeing how many minutes they got. Just seeing the numbers. Not enough info at all. And I think you can tell by this lineup's strength score or whatever. 86, 74, 54. There's like a clear first team, second team, third team. And yeah, I think that's a nice wee set of building. Charzan Champ, do you remember me? Yeah, I remember you from the other day, buddy. Good to see you. Mohammed Hassan, thanks very much. Fist bump. Josh Cameron, Kev Herd, good to see you. Luke Jones, I don't even know what's happening this weekend without Prem, but if you want to build my Yadiadas, that's okay, no problem. Let's add you on. Luke J. Here we go. Who's Watanabe playing? I'm probably going Veerman. Heracles on an average concede around 2 goals a game. Yeah, it's probably a top game, isn't it? Yeah, I think I've caught up with the chat just in case there was anything I'd missed out on there. So yeah, look, we've got you added on, buddy. These are your teams. Wallen, who's first in. Mini Me, what were we after? Monfrere. Hey Quinny, just wondering if you could help me with my headache of lineups. Need Div 4 Challenger and Div 2 under 23 and also Div okay. So Div 4 Challenge. I think we build Div 2 under 23 first. If that's the remit. Div 2 under 23. Maybe the goalkeepers are kind of, what was it? Challenger and under 23s, yeah. So we need to keep Lyson or Coney. Coney against USG or Lyson. Yeah, we're probably going to. Oh, I don't know which one I want to use. I think the Spanish guy is probably top actually. So let's go with him in D2. Oh, Pacho is like top for this game week. So that's an easy starting pick. Amatucci is playing Berardi's team. That could be a good game for him, like interceptions and stuff like that, but I hope he has a stinker, personally, so sorry. And who else we got in here? Luca Romero, love to see it, and I remember you saying you love getting on the shouts, so let's hope that works out for all of us. Tillman feels like probably top pick. What do you think about Cherokee, by the way? Because with the transfer rumours, I'm nervous about playing mine this weekend. It's that time of year where this guy's Hugo Tit. This guy's at war with Nico 6, isn't he, in terms of the projection? Cherokee right wing, he reckons. So Cherokee against Brestois could be good. Jacob Broom, we've already spoke about. He's just safe. You know what I mean? If your best team, if there's guys of similar standing and situation, safe. Let's go with that. Like he will play. Like he's not going to move to Atalanta in the next 24 hours and then not play at the weekend. Yari Verscharen against Bruges could be a wee bit of that. Vuskovic could be a great game for him. I don't mind Vuskovic because at home, centre back. I'm going to go Vuskovic, by the way. Just go for the punch. I think you Captain Tillman or Broom. I'd probably go Broom. Broom's really solid for like a 70 or 80, like with his decisive, so that's a great captain choice. Challenger Div 4. So we're going to try and get something promoted then. Well, it looks like these are Div. It's okay, it must be this one, I think. And then I'll be back to the 23. Let me catch up with the chat. Here we go. Back it. Excellent. So, and then in goals for Challenger, I think we put the Coney in. We've got Bayram in the Vuskovic squad. Yeah, that's cool. He does well alongside Haspalat. Mertens is great. Ant-Man is good. How does Dries do away from home is what I'm thinking. Lovely form. Let's look at the last 6 months. Yeah, very good. Right, so 64, away from home 67. Single decisives and AA 15 and above fairly consistently. That's nice, isn't it? At home 62. Wee bit more punches and bunches. AA still got that kind of floor, doesn't it? The floor is maybe, yeah, if you were to average it out across them all, maybe like this is more of the average, like the 18 level, because there is some that get really high there. But he's not bad away from home at all, so I think that was actually rather encouraging more than anything. One decisive in these games, and he's probably going to bring in 15 to 20 AA quite comfortably. Does the Atgun pair with him? Or Ant? I think I'd take Ant-Man. Again, fixture's just too good. And I'm probably a Captain Mertens guy in this situ. And then under 23, the next division. Dries same away and home, but more peaky at home. Yeah, like he did get to the upper levels there, doesn't he? Anyone know why Nuno Mendes is out? Oh, I do not know, but I have seen him on my timeline. So I think if you search Twitter, like I think it's like out. So I've definitely seen him on my timeline today. I didn't really dig into it too much. I was running around juggling some stuff. Kusanov is dodgy for the same kind of reason I would say Cherky is. But in this under 23 team, you could do a wee. Let's say we're going to play the Cherky because we've got Lyson against Genk. So that might not go too good. Amatucci's not playing in a great matchup necessarily, but that might work out great for him. We then put Cherky in here, and then fifth man. Leighton Clarkson against Hearts, Yari Verscharing against Bruges. This is like very similar vibes, isn't it? But like Aberdeen need the points. Hearts have been at the bottom of the table. Igamani. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. But at home at St Johnstone, like, what does his scores look like? 8-8. Well, it can kind of be there. I think that's away from home as well. Away to Dundee, that's tonight. We don't care about that. At home to St Johnstone. I don't know. He's probably fit. He's probably like this most reliable, isn't he? He's a big player for them. He's probably going to get decisive. It's just a matter of the score ultimately. So yeah, I think you probably put him in there. And you could captain any of them except for Igamani and the goalkeeper. Nebel? Ooh, let me investigate. L5 of 62. Why did I discount that? I think maybe the L15 of 87. It made me think. Don't know what it made me think. But yeah. Double decisive. See, so a lot of these scores are. This is Bundesliga. I know he's not always been starting, so that's an interesting detail to take note of. But this is Bundesliga 2. Very different. And who's he playing for? Mainz. At home to Bochum. And that's a game that's quite Bundesliga 2. And he has done well against the better teams. Maybe not Bayern, obviously, but Dortmund, Wolfsburg, Frankfurt. That could be a great shout, by the way. It means we can clean our mouth out with soap a wee bit. Yeah, that's a great shout. Take the emotion out of the equation, Quinny. I tried to. But you know what? I should have listened to the emotion. That's the moral of the story. Hey, buddy, not sure if you saw my request. Oh, yeah. I don't think I did Slam Duncan. Let me scroll back. Because I was trying to order it and I thought, Slam Duncan, unless you've got another alt account. Oh, no. I've seen you here, but you're at the back. So was there someone after you, maybe like? Luke Jones. You're before Luke Jones. That's fine. Slam Duncan. And did you take? I hope you. We go back to doing the gallery reviews the second half. Slam Duncan. I think you were involved in that. That was on Tuesday night after I opened up rewards. So if you haven't checked that out yet, be sure to. Excellent. So yeah, Mini-Me, I think that's the squads we had lined up for you. Challenger in season. This is D5. You said D4. It's probably just been promoted or something. Under 23 high division team feels built to kill, doesn't it? And then the punty D3 that won't get relegated. Yeah, I don't think I can get relegated. That's too good a team. Might do. Nah, I won't. We want to get promoted, but don't we? Excuse me. So yeah, Mini-Me, good luck. James J. What were we after building tonight? James Johnson. Very different look to the lineups this week with no Madrid or Barca, so no Triple Jude. Looking at La Liga in season X1, Champs Classic X1, and under 23, all three. So La Liga in season, Champ Classic. La Liga in season, boom. It's like the AI is already operating, isn't it? It has to be all black at home to Osasuna. The clean sheet's not definite, but there's no way Osasuna could score 3 goals away at the Wanda. It's just not the way football goes in that part of the world with those teams. I like Aguerd to play in season defender. Yavi Galan, but if he is projected to start, which I believe he is, could be a slight, not quite cheat code. I don't even know if he's a differential. Maybe he is a differential. Like, how many people will be playing him? 90% on. I like him. He can peak. He can absolutely kill you as well. But this is a sort of game where he should do well. I think he's a former Osasuna player, by the way, which you just know that helps him out. In this one, Lo Celso and Isco are going to be playing together. Away to Valladolid. I don't think you need to worry too much about the split. I think they'll both do fine in this one. Griezmann, Tripoli falls into place himself very easily here. And then for your fifth man, like the paint by numbers suggestion is going to be classic Sergio, who is on to start at home to Villarreal, and it is really hard to. You need to be a real contrarian to go against that, really, and the real balance of everything you've got in this squad. So that's kind of just puts itself together. I think this squad for the most part. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's really much to be argued with here, is there? I think that's kind of the team. 92 rated. Good luck, mate. Hope you win. Champ Classic is what we're cooking with next. Not so classic shaggers. So, yeah, they're not so classic here, right? GG, is he nailed? Or is it going to be Saf? Is that a situation you want to get into? Where the hell is Paris? There we go. 90. Okay. Or do we need Donna for under 23? Is Donnarumma under 23? No, he's not. Not good. That's fine. Donna. Oh, jeez. Hakimi. This feels like my common teams I was building for 0 to Hero. We've got absolutely the best picks this game week, by the way. Maybe not all the way, but Jesus, man, you've got a fair bunch of them. I think out of your... Ooh... Like, is Vitinha on? Well, Vitinha is the guy, isn't he? If he's on, he is on 90% at the moment. Oh, that feels good, by the way. That feels really good. I think Vitinha. Oh, Usmani as well. It's too easy to pick this PSG base here, by the way. But then what goes with it? Andre Santos feels like a great shout. I suppose it is Toulouse, isn't it? It's not like any team. He should be shrugging them through them as well. I think Bischoff is rather tempting because of his AA profile, and it is just a decisive, and he's in. And at home to Wolfsburg feels like a game that Hoffenheim get a couple of goals in. Kimmich is Kimmich. Zaire Emery in here just to complete the stack and just PSG the face off it. That's probably not the way to go, but because of just stacking in this competition period. So yeah, the Andre Santos is probably a wild card actually, isn't it? Captain Ashraf is the way I roll, but really you could captain any of them except the goalkeeper. And then under 23 for 3 you wanted to do. 3 are in Division 3 as well, so that's kind of fun. Risser is like the top keeper, I think, by all accounts. There was somebody else I liked from a common setup. I can't remember who it was. Pacho's up there with the top defenders. Bischoff is the play. We take Broom for safety in the top team, or the first team. Broom for safety with the best other cards. And then the fifth man, like, Wirtz could have a great game against Dortmund. I'm not scared of that at all. Tillman could do great at home to AZ. But I feel like maybe Zaire Emery or just go Antman, could be the way to go with this team. What Zaire Emery's good scores look like nowadays? Nah, I'm not touching that. Antman, you can do it, can't you, son? Antman can do it. Let's take him. Him and Broom, I've got the synergy. Let's do it. And again, you could probably captain anyone. I'd captain Bischoff just because he's in the newspapers. He'll probably be throwing it around all over the place now. Apollo at home to Kortrijk is fun. Atabolu hosting Kiel should be one of his few clean sheet opportunities. And I think I would go with that champ option over the challenger option. Then Bosch away to Beerschot feels... Yeah, I'll just pick it. Zaire Emery next. Arne Engels, I think we put Arne in. Arne could be in a better team potentially, but I think being in this team is probably fair. And yeah, because then like we've got some real power here, but it's not definite. They're going to rip. I think I'd take Tillman because he's at home. And I think we might go double forward for this because Like, yeah, I don't think that Zaire Emery's going to touch the sides really. So I think we go Wirtz on this. Wirtz and Tillman. I'm a Captain Wirtz kind of guy. And then when we get to this lineup, I'm going to Polo. I hope McCortrick, if he's on to play. So I did see something that's talking about Bodart playing 28 minutes ago. He's not even in the fold, is he? The Polo suffered a thigh injury and is out. And Bodart is set to leave. Jesus. That's a headache. So Restes against Strasbourg, like fine. I would probably take that over Lyson. Could Lyson do okay at Genk? Is that a former club situation? Dyche has been sacked. Interesting. No problem, Slam Duncan. Just wanted to make sure you catch it because I think I've done some of those over 2 shows before. Sometimes people have then missed it and they're like, what show is it? And they're asking me about it like a week later or something. I feel bad. So just to make sure while you were here and I kind of remember, just to give you that wee nudge in case you missed it. Can't wait for another 4-man lineup because you never know with Labrovic. I can no longer just captain Agbadou in my champ stack. You probably can, mate. Wolves, his life isn't going to be much different. Is it? I think we go Restes. Yeah, let's look at Lyson. I just can't help myself. Oh. Pensive. He's been killing it, man. And he is former Genk. He's got those 80s on him. And Restes' game's maybe a wee bit less scary. He's not quite get that AA, because even if Lyson's busy. Right, let's go Tobe. I think you kind of have to take Alfie here. Along with, I'll probably go Sucic over Zaire Emery. And then Cherky Greenwood. Captain Cherky. Yeah, Charlie's done a wee bit of the background there. Love that. Bodart's gone to Metz. It will be Henkinet as in goals. There we go. I think these are good teams, by the way, James. I know you're kind of a wee bit lost about your triple Judes and a few other bits and bobs, but this La Liga team is going to D1. Like, let's just call it a spade a spade. And then, and the other team that we built, Champ Classic, like, this is in D1. Like, that is going to... The first objective is get a box, obviously, right? 'Cause it's a bit cutthroat and up in D1, but as soon as you get into sniffing cards and stuff, and get into the better boxes, that team's got the potential, you know. And in under 23s, 3D3s, mate, you could be chasing down the top 20 with 3 of these teams, no problem at all, depending on how the games shake out, and just, you know, let some tough games, away matches and stuff like that. Just make sure these guys score their goals and do their thing. And we went double forward for all of them. You get great at forward options, just go for it, man. Gung to the hole. What is safer, Malik Fafana or Jacob Broom? Jacob Broom. He's got no transfer links, does he? Like, he's safe as houses. Great game. And it's like, there's no way that, yeah, I don't want to say no way, but you know what I'm saying. Guys, we're at 24 likes. Can we get up to, let's say, 31? If you've not done it yet, take the phone out your pocket, change tab on your screen, hit the like button. Let us YouTube know we're having a good time. Maybe some more people join us. We're at 48 views. Once we get to 67, I've got a wee card to give away. Quite enjoyed that build. That was fun. Then after James, we come to Cantona Kicker. Red or Dead, my man. Let me scroll back to see what we were after. Red or Dead, could you look at my rare lineups this week, please? I have Contender, Anti-Stack, All-Star, Decisions. Contender, Anti-Stack, All-Star, Decisions. So this is a prioritization question more than anything, it feels like. So, first one you said was Contender. In season we've got then, so that's cool. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah. I'm not sure I see too much in contender to prioritise. Zuni, maybe a good game. Yeah. And then after that, anti-stack and all-star. Right, so I think, yeah, anti-stack is... I think I'd go all-star in the first instance. See what we've got in there. Also, it's the same guys. Okay, so where to play these guys is probably anti-stack. It's probably the safest place to try and go and get a result if it's all the same types of players. No extra utility with the keeper. I think we take... Cruz Azul are going to score because I've got Giacomakis playing. Guzman, he's the man. This guy Clerk, double A. Obviously stats are great, but it's probably for like one game. Yeah. He can be good, that guy, so it's probably not too much of an outlier situation. Big ass. He's fine as well, isn't he? Penrice has been flames. Away to Aberdeen won't be easy. Salinas isn't too bad, but yeah, I think you'd probably go with the Clerk. Burgos. Colombato. Yeah, hard to get excited about him, isn't it? I've got no idea who to play in this midfield. I probably would have to play the Combiato. Or maybe the Kuro. Yeah, he's the guy to play, isn't he? He's just... He can get decisive, but his AA can also get into the 20s. So yeah, I think he's the play. And then Asune Dubison. Who do you play for? Gihon. Gienak against... Oh yeah, but I think Gienak has the same team as Guzman, so we can't play them together. Joko. Brian. Morad. I think you take Granada. He's the other side of that Kuro Sanchez, I get it, but that's your best shout, I think. And then I think we're back to looking at Colombato. How's Dubison actually been doing, this guy? He's okay, isn't he? 48 one day, wow. Dubison's okay. So yeah, this is it's because it's Anistak as well. You can't like pick two players from the same team. It's just kind of that extra wee complication. Oh, XD Rai, you need to get a goalkeeper. You had the same problem for my 0 to hero. I had no goalkeeper. Who did I look at? I was looking at for myself Anthony Lopez. The rares are still... I don't even know if he has limited actually. The rares are still quite cheap. Do you know what else I've seen, by the way, since we did the last show? Kovacevic, the Sporting Lisbon goalkeeper, has went to Betis. And Rui Silva, the Portuguese guy at Betis, has went to Sporting. That feels like Adan all over again, doesn't it? He was like the backup that kind of got in sometimes at Atleti. That Betis goalkeeper position's been a headache for ages. With Bravo and everything else. So some deja vu there. I quite like that. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, I think he's okay as well. Your fifth man, if you're a top teammate, is actually kind of tough. You're missing, like, again, these, like I often say in this, so there's no captain kind of capable. There's no like, oh, he's the guy. He needs to go into the team. That's Gutierrez has been good in the past. Away to Eldense. I seen that pit stadium, by the way. I think Valencia just played them in the cup. That could be alright. No idea how to captain. And then from there, like, I'm probably going All-Star next. You probably have to take the French guy because the odds are just way worse for Vargas. And then you could go like big ass Salinas. Just don't know what other mids are really delivering here. It's like a 50 guy, isn't he? Bernal? You a guy? Could be a guy. I'd give him a shot. Away to 9th, back in the team. Gignac. And then the last man. Maybe you go with the Colin Bato. Jose Paradela. Penrice, again, it's away, but I just don't want to touch that if you can avoid it. Fullbacks can be quite flaky for me in that situation. Guys, especially that are still a bit green, like Penrice. Sangali's in a good spot. But does he score well? He can. It's a kind of infrequent player, isn't he? What's the team again? The green and whites. They've got Inigo Vicente or something, don't they? Who is that again? Santander. Don't think I see that guy. We're just looking. Oh yeah, there he's there. Yeah. So we won't be using him. Yeah. Tough nut to crack here. Dubison again was a decent shout, wasn't he? I'd probably go on Dubison. And then the last thing was Contender, wasn't it? I'd go with the lower division and try and get it to go up the way. Calling the Bato. Joko guys get good enough opposition indicator. And then like maybe put Penrice in this one just because he has got a bit of form and yeah, just do it. The Portuguese newspapers write that Rui Silva is arriving and Kovacevic can be on the way. Oh, he could be on the way to Lons. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Joe, great intel, mate. Thanks again. Yeah, look, Jones, that's no problem, mate. I'll just make sure I come back to this message when I get to you, buddy. Silva's still on for the weekend, but looks likely. Nice. Great intel in the chat, by the way. Just filling in the details on the fluff I was saying a minute ago. If you still have time, Henry, yeah, I'll put you on the provisional list because the list is pretty big. And I need to be at Satara here for 7:30. So again, we might be doing a crash course in the morning with some of the pickups. Again, it's my fault, guys. I can only apologise. Feel so bad for Athletic Club against Barca. 2 goals for Athletic, but unfortunately we're offside. Chesney's been playing well. Did see that Chesney's got like 3 clean sheets in this kind of winter break when they've had cup games and whatever. Interesting little detail. Chesney's the only Polish goalie I don't think we would buy. I'm just looking at your teams that we've finalised here. Red or Dead? Is Red or Dead? Yeah. So the contender teams there, that's kind of like the leftovers, isn't it? Best of the rest. And then we went with priority anti-stack. And then we had the All-Star Rare team in and behind it. Next up, we've got Stefan. Stefan, my man. 2 in-season contender, 1 classic, and an anti-stack. 2 in-season contender. A classic and an anti-stack. Easy. The Celtic stuff's going to be kind of easy enough to rattle through. Now again, away to Ross County. I think McGregor's nailed, right, as ever, but I think Engels is the ultimate nailed right now. Boom. And yeah, I'm going trusty. Two in season, so that's one. And then we've got another one. It's got to be Doohan, hasn't it? At home to Hearts. And then in season, like if you're can we use a classic defender? Let's work that out. So let's go to midfield. We'll play the McGregor in this team because he should be safe. I think we want the... Oh, we've got the Berardi for classics. That's no problem. We could play Maeda. The Kun I would probably try and avoid at the moment just to be safe. But if we want to play Berardi here, I think the play here is to play Scales. I don't see Carter Vickers making this game. And then... Taylor's 50-50. Maeda's nailed. I would do something like this for the second one. And then you had one classic. And I guess we'll use Doohan at home for that. AJ. Actually could be fun, but it's unknown at this point. Again, I would probably just go Engels. If you've got a classic of him, just bring it on. You could play Kun in this team, but like maybe just play Gigi. I think if you're going for a Celtic player, it has to be Maeda on form and everything, reliability, etc. But Gigi takes penalties and stuff like that. He's at home. Let's keep Gigi for... I think he said anti-stack for the last one. Yeah, let's keep him for that. And then if we've got Maeda up front, AJ in defence. This is kind of similar to one of the in-season teams if we just go and pick Trusty again. I've got no problem doing that. And then if we go to anti-stack, we've got the Gordon. And we... Celtic defence, Scales, again, is the one I would be taking out of your list here. Hitate is an interesting idea. And I think that's maybe a good way to go. It's even if he doesn't start, the defender card can scoop some big AA out of those offensive actions if he does come off the bench and like a bat out of hell. I think he will start this game having been benched for the last two. And then in midfield, this is anti-stack, so there's no more Celtic. Actually looks very appealing all of a sudden. So does Rafa at home to BD whoever. I feel like I see Rafa in builders all the time, but he's never like, oh yeah, play Rafa, he's doing great. He's kind of phoning it in, isn't he? So I think I'd maybe go Actually. Oh, Paxton. Oh, tough game. Really tough. It's not just tough, it's really tough. So yeah, Actually, I think it's the play there. Jackie Makis will be the striker. Or Tadic. No, I'm going Gigi at home. And then fifth man, can't be a Celtic player. So no McGregor, could be McGrath, Rafa, Tadic. Tadic is the shout, isn't it? Brandon Vasquez is on the way of moving. Melly Mullenstein's meh. Oh, Ciro Immobile. That's a game Immobile could get a hat-trick in or something against some crap team at home. Yeah, no, that's what we're after. One of them. That's easy on it to play. We love a wee bit of Immobile. Ciro Immobile. 90% on. I really like the thought of Immobile in this lineup. Who was the alternative again? It was kind of... That's Tadic. I was going to say it was kind of boring, but it's just kind of dusty. That was all. Yeah, it's just a wee bit dusty. Now, like, how many people pick Immobile over Tadic? I'm going to say no one. Is that really what I'm about to do? He is away. He's still got, he still knows how to play some of the greatest hits, doesn't he? But he's still a bit dusty. Immobile, I don't think fine wine gets dusty, does it? It just gets better and better. Look at that guy. He's fine. Against Bodrum. Yeah. I'm going Immobile over Tadic. I'm biased. I'm not too biased. It's not like I've got anything against Tadic necessarily. But I do back Immobile at home at 17th in the table. 62% chance of win. 36% chance that they score 3 goals or more. They could they could beat them 5-0. Immobile gets a hat-trick. Could see it. No bother at all. Achi could be a good captain shout, but we just don't know what he's going to bring. I really don't know who you captain in this team, to be honest with you. It's probably one of the Mexican league lads. Going Jacko. Nice team, Stefan, my man. I like your in-seasons. They're really nice. Kind of copy. They're not really a copy and paste. They're kind of like a compare and contrast a little bit. So one's double forward, one's double defence. We're going with the safe defence. Then we're left with Scales. Yeah, I like that. Berardi's are played very well as well. And then in contenders, it's a Celtic stack, but it's like a power stack. I don't think that there'll be many combos of that. Dyson's the goalkeeper's obviously a wild card differential. And then Danny stack one. Let's see what the chat's saying in case you're here, my man. Did you get to watch Spurs' new keeper? I seen the thing where he knocks the ball up in the air and then catches it. I was like, that guy is... He's ready for this. He's so ready for the level. And I seen some of his highlights upon signing, by the way, and it looks like he was like a bit of a gem, by the way, at Slavia Prague, like throughout his highlight reel was good. The thing with people saying like, oh, highlight reels make anyone look good, that's true to a point, right? But in some people's highlight reels, you can look at them and go, oh wow, like wow, that's different. That guy's a cut above. Unless you're like some of these people are like, oh, his highlight reel made them look good. It's like, yeah, well, what did you see? Like 4 screamers where there was like 2 touches of the ball or something. Like, aye, fair. Like, but what are the highlights? Is it anyway? Bloody blah. So I did see bits. I never watched the game, but I've seen like some of his clips. I've seen him knocking up the ball. I've seen some of his highlights upon signing. Looks like they've got a proper competitor there for Vicario. And then we come to Just Make It. What were we after? I just want to jump in line for a lineup builder. Excited for the stream. Now, Mike, normally we just see what we can build. It's like Champ in La Liga, isn't it? Bundes, do we have? No. Under 23? No. Contender? No. That's cool. So is it just La Liga? That'll be fine. That'll be fun. We've got the keepers to spread them out everywhere. Oblak feels like top pick. The 3 Ramiros, I'd probably just slide all them in a classic or something, maybe. Or no, yeah, I was going to say like lower divisions, like just kind of keep all them kind of congregated together. But I was thinking classics, but it was because I was looking at him and then we're in season. I was just like, kind of slip there. But Oblak in season and goals. Aguero's a good shout, but I don't think you can go past Miguel for top team. Away to Alves is wow. By the way, Mike, you're gonna win. You're gonna fucking win, mate. Isco away to Valladolid. And I know you've got some ace classics. Can't wait for the screen to upload. Yeah, there's Griezmann. Bang. And then fifth man, I would just go Spider-Man. I would just go Spider-Man, no bother at all. Let's just double check he's forecasted to play. But yeah, I would just be going Spider-Man on this. Mike, you're going to win, mate. GG's, congratulations. 3 hours ago, Athletic. Yeah, Spider-Man's playing. Lenormand is playing as well. That's good for me. Who to captain? I'm a Captain Miguel guy, but I think it's quite clearly going to be Captain Griezmann, isn't it? Yeah, you've won, mate. GG's, well done. Congratulations, Mike. And you've got a hedge. Oh, this is fun. Right, so you've got a hedge. Now, the goalkeepers are actually all a bit of a headache here. Ramiro at home should be fine enough, shouldn't he? 40% chance of a clean sheet is pretty generous in my book, but Gazaniga's a wanker, so can he really put him in a D1 team? Dimitrievski might not start, I think it's not guaranteed. It's very likely, I think, but I don't think it's guaranteed. Yeah. I got that right earlier for my lineup building, so that's good. So yeah, I think we kind of need to go Ramiro. Biggest XP is here, so we'll take that guy. Aguerd makes sense, but I just go and take that classic Miguel. Can we get away with that? I think you can. Luis Mia, Laird has brought him. Laird was talking about him, and I don't know who's brought him back into vogue. I was going to say Laird's done it, but I know it was in discussions with others. And by the way, you can't really deny a bit of his AA, but Luis Mia doesn't do much. You know what I mean? I think he's just got a better Opta analyst watching him all of a sudden. It's just like some basic passes and duels and stuff like that. Maybe he's on some set pieces all of a sudden. I don't know. But I don't like it. Something smells funny with me. Sergio Gomez at home. In-season midfielder card feels like pretty good. And then, yeah, we can't be playing Jerry. Sandro's as good a take as any, really, isn't he? At home. Getafe probably don't keep a clean sheet. They could, but this is going to be such a low-scoring game. So the only risk, really, is he's not involved in the decisive. And you don't want to be using the Villarreal guys against the Sociedad keeper. I get that. Luca Bacchio, I'm just not a fan of, but with an L5 like that, it's kind of hard to argue against him. Just coming off a break as well, should be in a good version of himself. And Valencia, like, again, are not going to keep a clean sheet, are they? So he's probably fine. Now, we need our last card to be in season. Aguerd, safe pick. Mia, not a bad pick. Carmona, Zubimendi. I think Aguerd is the guy, isn't he? Yeah. Aguerd. Where's Sociedad? Pacheco. Captain Miguel on this one. Can dig it. And then we'll have a D2 team. So we want this to get promoted. So that's the kind of ambition levels of this. We'll keep the Ramiro. Keep that in-season vibe going. Jimenez isn't on to play, is he? Neither is Zubeldia or Javi Lopez. So I think Carmona might be our in-season defender. Luis Mia is a midfielder we can... Oh, no. Zubimendi in midfield. With Sandro. Oh, we've got too many in-seasons in. Oh, that's good. Can we maybe swap Carmona? Ooh, for a classic Sergio? That's spicy. And then we can play anyone in this spot. Pepelu is on to play. We just seen him. Braze is who I wanted to pick. I seen Braze. I was like, ooh, let's get Braze in that team. There's still teams he can go in, of course. Ooh, Braze or Pepelu? Don't know how Pepelu's going to score under the new manager is what I'm going to say out loud to justify picking Brace. I think that's what I'd be doing for that last in-season team. And then Classic, really strong division play. So again, we're looking to get promoted. I think Gazaniga is like, fine, take Gazaniga for for this team at this point. With Blind, makes a ton of sense. As long as Blind is in the fold, I'm fairly sure he is, but before I move on, I just have to confirm it's not on this page. Do we have it in the newspapers? Blind, Creaky, Lopez. Midfield, this is classic, so again, let's take Baena, because we've not used, and let's take Moreno, because we're not using any of the Sociedad guys in here. We'll keep Sergio Gomez out of the team, and let's pay Pepelu. Nice. No idea who to captain, but I'm sorry. No idea who to captain, I'm sorry. All these are D2, so they're all on the ambitious side. Now, the other two goalkeepers are, I think you have to take Dimitrievski on the punt, but that means Ramiro is going to be this team, isn't he? Mingueza. Creaky's in the team, so I think we just play Creaky. I've got no idea how you're meant to say his name, by the way, before anyone corrects me. Luis Mia on form, fine, play him. It's only really Barry that's left. Aspas is not going to feature in this game. And then Mingueza, Sergio Gomez. Maybe just play Sergio Gomez. Or Mingueza, because we've already got a few Sergios out there. Just to differentiate a little bit. I see some chats coming in. Sorry, I'll catch up with that in a second, guys. I'll just try to get out this headspace of Mikey's teams once I've got them all done. And then the third team, Dimitrievski, is dicey, so whatever. Carmona loves a booking, but we've got no one else at this point. Sergio Gomez is actually fine for a team like this. We have no fit striker. And if you don't believe the tabloids, you can play him anyway. It's fantasy football. It's not like you're going to injure him any further, is it? And then maybe Fornals is coming off the bench, or go with Catania and hope he has a great defensive performance, or whatever. But yeah, the last team's kind of punty because the goalkeeper's dicey anyway, and say the forward is wrecked. If we doubled up on forward anywhere else, does that cost us? Yeah, that for the best team, I don't care about that. That's the way to go. And every other team, no, we've not. So that's fine. I think that's optimal. I think you're going to rinse it, mate, honestly. You're going to do absolutely great. Is there any spending? Oh, Arthur, nice. Someone said something like that to me, actually. Achi in Mexico. Someone did say that to me. Ah, he's not here anymore. He was there. There we go. There we go. I need to take 9 out of my anti-stack. Oh, someone else had him in their team. Whose team did we use him in? It was anti-stack. Is it Mini-Me? Oh, I've totally forgotten. But whoever's got Herrera, he's suspended. Guys, we've only got a few more likes now. If we get a few more likes, we'll probably get a few more views. If we get a few more views, get a card to give away. Don't forget, guys, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Lovely teams. I heard Laird say it. Yeah, I think I maybe heard that too as well. Like, I didn't come up with it. I definitely heard it from somewhere. Cameron M. What were we after? Cameron M. I would like my challenger lineups built, please. People are unsure if Veerman starts, but I would like to play him. Your thoughts? Did you say just challenge? Yeah. So let me just check. This is like, I'm not connected to PSV at all, so like this will be. It's a big game. Yeah, if he's not fancied. Notes. It's a personal preference or a personal hunch from the projector. Interesting. Oh, Vassen. Yeah, it's a great pick. Oh, nice Hucker 520. You won the Aidan O'Neill. You've got him lined up for anti-stack this week. I love that. If you have won any cards in the giveaway, let me know if you've got them lined up in anti-stack this week. That's fun. Oh, Mohamed Cham, Triple A at home. That's a lovely differential. Don't need to worry too much about Veerman, I don't think, yet, do you? Look at that. No classic pressure at all in this team. Absolutely zero, by the way. You're cooking. Honestly, 96. It won't even go to green. That's how high this team is. You're going to win. Oh, it's only D3. Imagine you had a D1, man. Oh, you're D3's not ready for this. Jesus. Passphere. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Great keeper again. I think after that, but it's kind of your great keeper pick's gone. Michele, classic, Flamingo. Fine enough game. The Kuiper away. Oh, yeah. First team was strong. This is going to be strong as well, of course. But there is going to be a classic element of who we're bringing in where. Like Tadic, classic mid, maybe. Or Veerman. Let's play Veerman in the next team. Let's go Tadic. Is Tadic projected to start? I've not actually checked that, I don't think. 6 minutes ago, this was updated. Hot off the press. Kostic out of defence. Ooh. That could be a great card. He's actually playing an attack. In the series. I can't believe he's still there. I thought he was left about 5 times over for the Middle East. So yeah, Tadic is cool. Luke de Jong, Sardes, Brahimi. Berghuis we know is going to play. That's a great game. And then 5th man. This is in season. We've used our 1 classic, so we need an in season 5th man. It's Organ. I don't think that's a double A game. Maybe it is. What do I know about Belgian football? Probably Flamingo. I don't know. I didn't know he'd captain there, to be honest. And then the 3rd one. Mignoli away. Koosman's at home. They're playing each other. Unerstal. Roaf against Dender. I think. Yeah, Unerstal's probably the guy, isn't he? Defence. Probably take the Kuiper for the punch. That he packs. Is Stengs on to play? That's not a bad game if Stengs is playing in it. He is 100% of L5. What's he been up to? Nice. Yeah, the return of Stengs. I can get behind that. And then up front. Was De Jong in that squad? Yeah, Pepe's maybe getting shipped out. That's fine, I can take De Jong. And then no classic pressure again. Lord Hands. I'd probably put Sarah in here, to be honest with you. Still could play Veerman. It's maybe not a bad fade either. On the in-season department, and you've got them all for classic. You're going to play Veerman somewhere. Just play him. Oh, by the way, mate. You do have D1 Classics. I wonder what this team would look like in D1 Classic. Vassen, Boscagli, Mohamed Cham, Mertens, Stoikers, 96 again. Doing good in D1 is better than this team, but in D3 maybe this week, I would say. Play the top team in Classic. Who gives a crap that they're in season? More bonus for you, mate. More bonus for you. None of them are even that super overpowered with in-season bonus. That being said, that's what I would do. And then have these two run the in-season promotion train for you. We do have an entry point here for another goalkeeper to maybe come back into the fold who is in-season as well, like Davy Rofe. And then is Hanko on to play? So again, I think I've seen rumours about him. And I'm just nervous about rumour people now. All of a sudden, yeah, Hanko's there. He's an easy pick for this team now. Still got Sarah. You still play Veerman. Screw it. Let's play Veerman in this one. Or did we play? No, we did that already, I think, didn't we? We played the big one. Yeah. So Sarah. Pardon me. Brahimi's got the L5. Brahimi works. Sting's Classic. Nah, let's go Brahimi. And then that means, like, again, there's just, yeah, I was thinking Vanaken for this team, I think, but we could maybe drop, we don't need to drop Brahimi, we could just keep him in. Yeah, that feels probably the best way to iron that out. Maybe even De Jong, yeah, we could play Classics, couldn't we? Yeah, so we could just put De Jong in. We could just put De Jong. I want Stings in the team, but Utrecht isn't, I think Stings is happening. Bring Stings in. Stings is back. I can feel it. And then that means, yeah, it's only like another D1. I'll finish this one. Who's where we're on again? Do us after just make it. Cameron M. Challenger lineups. Yeah, I'd play one Veerman. I'd play one. Probably taking Mignoli for this team. Might as well play Michele next to him. Worth the Lord. Maybe do Vanaken and Veerman midfield. With De Jong. Is this an option? Of course it's an option, but will this fly? Will this work? I suppose if Veerman starts, you're kind of set, aren't you? You've kind of got a base here, and then maybe play that one in the D4 rather than the D1 perhaps, actually. Maybe that's the move, so let's just delete that, save it. And then play this one in the D4, try and get that promoted for you. Yeah, it's kind of glitched on me here, I think, but yeah, D4, that one. And then, who do we have? Mignoli, Michele, Vanaken, De Jong, Veerman. Just try and get it promoted. Yeah, that worked. Hans Vanaken captain. That's the way to go. A wee bit of a differential kind of strategy on this. It's not really about the teams necessarily. It's more about your divisions and your competition selection, I think, because like this classic, you want that team should be reigning in a big team. Differential goalkeeper, lovely. You've got the peace man, Boscagli, Mohamed Cham, AAA, Dries, AAA, and Stoikers, great game, AA. That team could be it all. And in Division 3 in season, that's not going to feel too good when it does all fly off. So get that into D1. Who cares that they're all in seasons and it's classic? Who cares? Just go and fucking win it. You know what I mean? And then we've got 3 in seasons in D3 that really all 3 of them could and should and maybe will get promoted. And then we'll go D4 with the leftovers and just try and get that up. You know, why risk this D1 to get relegated or not do as well? Is what I'm thinking. So yeah, I think we've done really good with that one. Export. I could just click that. Did that go to your gallery? I don't want to do that in case it's like... I don't know. I've not linked my gallery, so I don't think it will be me anyway, but just getting the fear now that I do something and it's wrecks everyone's week. DD, you're up next, my man. I think after DD I'll need to I need to give myself 2 minutes, guys. Hey, Quinny, firstly, hope the midweek lineups all hold and the reward block is strong. Thank you very much, mate. Thoughts and prayers are with the reward gods. Interested in how you'd build out my top tier super rare lineups this week if you'd like to have a look. Cheers. Oh, interesting. Hey, guys, what do you think, right? See, when you get recommendations on, like, in particular LinkedIn, when you get add so-and-so to your network, do you think they've been looking at your profile? Is that the thing that you're meant to think? It's like, oh, they've been looking at my profile. Let me know, and I'll show you who's on mine, who's maybe been checking me out. Let me know what you think. When you get those suggested friends, or particularly on LinkedIn, the suggested add to your network notification, how do you think they come up with that? Because I've not been on LinkedIn. I've certainly not looked at this person's profile, although I very well could have at some point in the past. What do you think's prompted that? Where's that came from? Do you think he's looked at my profile? That's what I think whenever I see that. It always makes me smile. Right, DD Trading. The best super rare lineups he's got to cook. Now, what does he have to cook? We've got Champ, Challenger. There doesn't seem to be... Let's look under 23. We've got Risser. Ooh. Best goalkeeper. So this is maybe something to... Boymo. Boymo's quality. Lewis Miller could be onto a good game. But Boymo's playing against Atleti. So yeah, Lewis Miller's pretty decent. Single. Yellow card accumulation. And then in midfield, Amatucci. What? I don't know how that game's going to go, but against the Berardi mob. Stiller, away to Augsburg, should be a great game for them. What does a great game for Stiller look like? Yeah, it looks like what you want it to. Amatucci feels like the play here. Oh my god, words. How can you pick anyone else, really? Like, it's just kind of the way it feels with a guy like him. And again, Amatucci, I think you probably would just take him, wouldn't you? That's a great lineup, by the way. That's a great lineup. I'd probably just captain the big man. What would you have for... Do you have La Liga Super Rare? I don't know why I thought you would have that, but... Ooh, anti-stacks. Oh. I'm not sure there's a goalkeeper that jumps out to me is great for anti-stacking. There's a few okay defence options there. Golovin in midfield feels great. Again, he's a main play, isn't he, out of other squads. Mertens, again, we've looked at numerous times tonight. Very, very good. Let's give that a shot. Right, really away to Rennes. I think we try and keep that. I think we'd use Olic here. Olic feels fun. Not going to bump into those teammates and selection headaches in other positions. I like the thought of Jesus Angulo, the Mexican Trent. Jeremy Toljan could be good. Chris Cadden, not too shabby himself. His brother's been doing much better. Castelletto, that's fun. Is Marquinhos going to play? I know he's just got another... I think he's just been crowned the most decorated player in French football or something, isn't he? With the amount of stuff he's won at PSG. He is nailed to play. It is a great game. You don't suppose you get any other PSG picks to take, so that's fine. Golovin, I think, yeah, is a great pick as well. Mertens, like we mentioned. So the fifth man, Ito against Nice. Gaetan Perrin. Laird still thinks he's going to have a good game against Lille. I'm less certain about that. You've still got Højbjerg, who just in theory is a smash bot. Especially if Rennes are a bit nippier. Give him something to do defensively, some interceptions and such, you know. There still is the Jesus Angulo, and there's a Gabriel Sara. Oh, we can't use the Sara. Yeah. This is a tough one. I think the Højbjerg makes a lot of sense, just like logically, like potential and L15 and shit. But yeah, he needs one of these games where he does a bit of both now. He seems to have lost a wee bit of the after the last international break in November. Yeah, he's kind of just. Obviously, there's not been many games since then. That was, yeah. There's Negley. I think Aces Angulo's the pick. Bombastic fullbacks, we love them. I'm a Captain Golovin guy here. Could be Mertens. I could be an idiot for doing that, but champion season. Is this what we're playing with next? Miyekis are out, so we'll be looking at classic Roulé. Do we have in seasons? Or are we playing classic? We do have in seasons. Saliakis. Kinda why not, by the way, at home. Yeah, I'm not sure these in-season mids we've got left over help as much. What about up front? Yes, I think it's classic that's left over then. I think, it's a D1. Do we want to use the D1 or maybe... I think maybe what I would do is not... I'd maybe go with a D2. Just try and push one up. Because really, like, away should still do okay. Ballman and Leon are probably the same. But yeah, like Marseille foundation stack. Højbjerg, Ballardi, really all there. And then Thuram. Whoa. Where did he come from? Just make it. No problem, my man. Let me know what you think. Great to see the chat, guys. Love the community we've got here. Thanks very much. But Thuram, is he maybe... He was buried in that probability, by the way. Where's Inter? It's a good game. Yeah, he's on to play. Now, can we maybe use Thuram somewhere better? He's under 23. Anti-stack. No, I think Thuram makes this a bit more viable. I don't think he's needed in the other teams to a great degree, but great pick for this team, undoubtedly. And then, yeah, I'd probably take an Ito. Home to Nice over some of these other guys. Billing to Napoli. He's like McSauce on steroids, just needs minutes. I'm not a big Philip Billing fan, to be honest with you. No problem, just make it. Golovin is a doubt on Predictify. Ooh. I think I checked every other player but Golovin, by the way. Right enough. Golovin was the only mid, so yeah, it was Højbjerg. Under 23 stuff, anti-stack. Just save that. What other mids do we have? Do we need to exclusively use Højbjerg then? Is he just the net? Nah, we can use Sara. Sara's fine. Oh, we can't. No, we can't because that's anti-stack. Ah. The quandary shows itself finally. Interesting, because even then if I take Mertens out, I can't put Mertens anywhere else. Like in a champ under 23. Julian Bass, we looked at before. That's a good game. Opposition stat looks good. Can spike. Will he spike is the question. Harry's boy Ferraro. At home to Ghent. L5 or 60s. Harry loves a wee bit of the Dender boys. Against Bruges, 27. Yeah, I'm probably taking somebody that's quite safe, but see, if he was in this type of form back here, it would be so much easier to pick him, but being in this form, it's kind of like, oh. Rare decisives. Ryan Strain against his former team. A low scoring game, I think, to be honest. Dundee United, St Johnstone. Gobo. I don't think Palacios is going to play, is he? Oh, he is. Oh, okay. I think I just take Palacios. There we go. Champ D2, but the last team that we picked, essentially. A lot of the ways, not a great standing team in terms of projections and stuff. We kind of reserved the best picks, ended up all going into under 23 D1. I think that will fly high. And the anti-stack super, like, could pop. Who knows, but could win. That's the kind of caliber you've got here, you know. Awesome. Now, this was where we're waiting for somebody's name. Whose name were we waiting for? They were just before Alex Coombs. I remember Mike Cock. Mike, what is your name again? What's your Sorare name? And then we've got Alex, we've got Rye, Slam Duncan, Luke Jones. Mike Cock. Chick 1-2, Mikey boy. I'm going to take a wee pause for the cause anyway, guys. Oh, Mikey Blacker, there you're there. I'll add that in. You're next in the list, Mikey. Right, so you'll be up next. We're going to take a little small break. Mikey Blacker. I just need to go to the loo and stuff like that. But give me a minute. And enjoy this lovely commercial break. Nice to see the chat was flying away in my absence. Love to see it, guys. Love to see it. Thanks for your patience, lads. Right, Mikey Black, Mike Cock, my man. Where are you? Champ lineups. One challenger should be easy with a lack of options. An anti-stack with the rest. Let's have a peek. So we've got a Zentner. So we're doing three. Do my champ lineups and one challenger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So mainly French. We got a wee bit. Is there a Bundesliga effort we can just throw out? Oh, we were better than that, actually. We were better than that. I like the Koulirakis and the Ben Sebaini. I think Koulirakis will be good against Hoffenheim. It's just a bit goal concession will maybe hurt him, but I'd rather him than Ben Sebaini because I don't know if he'll have the joy against. Well, I suppose he could, couldn't he? Grifo's the man. Only get Sieb up front. I don't really like that. L5 or 42. Is Burkhardt going to play? No Burkhardt. Oh, Jens is going to play. That's fun for me. So Sieb it is. And then, yeah, maybe just put Ben Sebaini in here because of the peak potential. Do you know what? I'm a captain. Captain the busy centre-back to get 58A. Why not? And then we go to Champ. Who are we playing with? We're Vanya top against Juve, but no thanks. Derby match. Oh, that's a wee bit spicy, isn't it? Samba's debut against Marseille has headlines written all over it, doesn't it? But I think I'd go Cohen first of all. Quite a big hodgepodge of defenders you've got here. And some of your better ones are MIA. Is Medina back in the fold? 30 minutes. Goes is hot off the shelf. Yeah, Medina. Oh, they're all there. Oh, they are all there. And it's a tasty game as well, by the way. Kusanov has got to be putting on the shop window effort, hasn't he? Sofiane Diop. Yes, sign me up for that. Tovan. Yep. And fifth man, we wanted that other Lons defender, didn't we? Who do we want? Danso, maybe. Unless there's anyone else better that we find along the way, but... Big Danso, there he is. Maybe Captain Tovan. Second goalkeeper. Oh, it is tough, isn't it? I'm probably going to go Vanya just because he could get decisive elsewhere in a game like that. Medina is probably your next best defender. Kachi's okay. Bochum could be a good game for Kachi, actually. Let's take him. I'm a Felix Nemeka kind of guy, but it's a tough match. Frankowski's double A. I suppose it's Le Havre. Let's just take him. And then up front, Bakwa. And then fifth man in it with... Yeah, probably the Medina. Probably just put him back in. And then the third team... I'm going to go Coffee. I just think he's a wee bit sketchy, isn't he? The goalkeeper situation. That's why I've not used him elsewhere. I kind of just want to pick the Gasarowski because I've got one. I'm not too sure how good these are guys are going to score in particular. Yeah, I kind of just want to pick my guy. Yeah, I'm going to go Gasarowski. Nebel, got a good shout earlier. Ito is still viable at this kind of stage. Yeah. And then fifth man, probably go Adrian Thompson. Peak potential in a game like that. See what the chat's saying. Oh, nothing much, that's fine. And then Champ. What was it you said? Champ lineups and then one challenger. Should be easy with lack of options. Yeah, Uner style. Can we get Den Bosch in? Oh. Probably taking this Al Musrati just in case he does deliver a big one for once. And then it's like Dirk Proper or Sandler. I'd probably take Sandler. I think he's got good passing stats. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Maybe Captain Den Bosch. Or Captain the Keeper, maybe. And then an anti-stack or something. Barkas, Lopez, Samba, Van Langendonk. Lamens, Oddy. Oh, this is fun, by the way. This is fun. So, top defender pick is probably Toby, isn't it? Oh no! Oh no! No. Anti-stack. No Toby. Tenerife against Castellon. Aquino. Mawene. Oh. Oh, this is tough, isn't it? Let's come back to defence because we might take a double defender from somewhere else. And Brunetta and Canales. Tavsan, who Cesena. Alan Pulido back in Mexico as well. What's this Tavsan score like? Meh. Tamari. L5's pretty high. Yeah, he could be okay, can't he? Is Pulido? He's going to be on the bench. This says, let's just have a wee peek at what we get over here. It's Chivas, is it? That logo. No. Who is that team? They're away, aren't they? Alan Pulido. No, they're at home at Santos Laguna. There we go. That'll make it easier to work out. They're home at Santos. Guadalajara. That must be Chivas, but yeah, Pulido 40%. I like Guiri. Is Guiri on to play? He may be an alright wee anti-stack shout. Oh yeah, Guiri's on. Michaela Faye's on. That's good for me. Nobody knows who's going to be in goals. Yeah, let's say Guiri. And then you've got Canales, fifth man. Yeah? Boom. Excellent. Now, with Toby being the defender there, it makes me want to save this. Double back to, maybe even cooler. Nah, let's leave that the way it is. I've tempted to break this. Break this up a bit. So let's take Thomason out the team. We're going to put Nemeka into that team, right? And then when we move up one, we're going to take Medina out of here and we're going to play the Thomason. And then we're going to move up another one to Team A. That's Bundesliga, we want champ. And then we'll replace... No, we won't replace any of them. We'll just use that Medina. That's what we'll do. Boom. Maybe Captain Canales is a better way of doing it. There we go, bud. Just Simplex, good to see you. Fist bump. So that's the way I would finish it up, Mikey Blanca. Just rolling them past on the screen now, so you can have a wee pause and a look at them for later. That's how I would do it. Looking good, mate. Looking good. And then next up we have Alex Coombs. Alex, where are you? Can you build me some challenger teams, rare and limited, if you have time? Yeah, let's go for the rares. Start with there. Challenger in season. Ant-Man season. Love that. Robin Roofs, Toby. I think you need to take Robin here, don't you? Oh, Anselmo. Elizawi. He's fun, isn't he? Defender in CDM. Oh, that is fun. El Caroni. Tough game. Yeah, I think your Elizawi's your man, isn't he? Mohamed Cham. Oh, Broom and Antman. What a team, mate. What a team. Captain Broom, but you could Captain Cham. Take your pick, really. Late Christmas present? Let's hope so. Yeah, you have to take McNally, I think. I'm playing Anselmo in this team. Is Lansana not going to play? Just need to watch the time, guys, because I do need to cut and run as soon as we're tied up. And Lansana's on. Skov Olsen. And do we maybe take one to Utrecht boys in case they have a big match for the last play? Or do we go classic Kayembe? Yeah, I think that's who we take, isn't it? Let's have a wee peek at the limiteds. Charlie in season. Trust the process. D1, love that. Ooh. Keeper picks aren't great. Bilo's probably top of the food chain. Watanabe AAA. But it's a classic. So it just puts pressure on the rest of the team. But let's go with that. Yeah, because we've got the in-season fodder elsewhere anyway. Yeah, tough picks in midfield. You get good players, but all their matches are quite tough. So I think you just settle on Vanaken. Probably Tizolis to go alongside him. Yeah. And then fifth man. Yeah, I'm probably taking De Kuiper for the peak. De Kuiper for the peak. Sounds like you're for a tutor. When League One license. Love that. Yeah, I'm probably going McNally on this team. Classic wrench. Go with Paxson in case he does get to be decisive in a big game like that. Skov Olsen. I'll probably go Gustav Nielsen, just a wee bit more clinical, isn't he? And there was somebody that El Caroni I kind of had in that Paxton mold, so let's just put them together. Barry Fry's bargain boys. That's probably going to be Delange then, isn't it? Maybe Lyson. Yeah, I'd probably go Top Lyson. Could get good AA if there's not many clean sheets going around. Michele. Sorare. Then you need to go Skov, I think, don't you? And then the best play outside of that is maybe Joaquin Seas. Let's see your teams, buddy. I like the rares. The rares are fun. D3 level as well. Like, you should be excited as long as you get your guys started and there's a good game to be had. So maybe an argument to swap your Lansana and your Cham, but really don't. Just keep them apart. Like, keep the two strikers together, fine. But that Mohamed Cham midfielder is in team one, you know. And then the season limiteds are all good looking as well, aren't they? D1's going to be tough, but the D2 and 3 could swing and hit. XD Rai, not too much on. I think you were talking about buying a goalkeeper, weren't you? Yeah, no Rono. Oh, no goalkeeper at all, by the way. So what are we looking at? Mittelstadt. Teji's got a great game. Kane against Gladbach. It's hat-trick central. Golovin we've seen was sketchy. Grifo again. Oh, yeah. You do need a keeper this game week, by the way. It can be classic, but which is great. But you've got a really you've got a really good outfield for champ. XD Rai, we need to find you a cheap AF classic keeper. So let's see, these are all the keepers that are playing in this coming game week, and we want them to be champ. I think Sorare at £7 is fine. Who else has a good game that we've seen? Guys that we know have a good match. I think Dimitrovic at £3.42 isn't too bad, by the way. He's got a good match this game week away to Espanyol. Jasper Killison is at home to Getafe for under a fiver. I would recommend him as well for a look. Again, I know these keepers pretty well because I own them, so a wee bit of biases there, but also personal insight from owning the cards, of course. That was page 1. So 3 guys there I would look at. Dimitrescu I'd stay away from at the moment. Who else is in that kind of nominally priced category? By the way, Grabara for 11. That's not too bad. Trap is one of the... Trap for me is a very good keeper this game week. He's just under £10 at £9.60 for classic. And then any on this page here. I thought they switched 10 season there, but it's just these are the guys that are left. So it's probably all dregs and backups and stuff. So yeah, I'd buy anyone for under a fiver or around the ballpark. Cone looks decent. Is Cone a fiver? I'd maybe not worry about. If you've got about a fiver. Let's go back to the beginning, right? If you've got about a fiver, give or take, right? Sorare, £7 is maybe a bit of a stretch. But they're away to Las Palmas. Las Palmas shouldn't score 3. He could get a clean sheet. Dimitrovic is great if they don't concede 3 goals. Well, that's genuine. Look at his graph. They concede 3, he scores 27 or below. If they don't concede 3, he's fine. You know? I really think he's a bit of a sleeper in that sense. That, like, it's just a rotten run where they have been pumped, you know? Atletico Madrid, Girona, Real Madrid, Sociedad, Villarreal. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of happens. So at £3, I don't mind him. I'm also a bit biased. I've just picked him up. That's just I've been looking into him more now as a result. Killison at Las Palmas at home, very good usable goalkeeper. Very rarely lets you down. And you know, Killison, £4.50. That's definitely a real good top 3. And then we had Trap at £10. Trap's got a great game this week. Playing St. Pauli, I don't see St. Pauli. Like they could get the clean sheet. He's going to make tons of saves. There's almost no chance he concedes 3, you know, and that's kind of the elixir of a good goalkeeper that you're after. AA clean sheet potential, no chance of very little chance of conceding 3. So they're the ones I would look at, top picks. I also don't mind Dennis Vazquez in season if you are going to go to that £10 limit, but again, he's been just bad unlucky with negative clean sheets. I don't know what he's playing this week, but yeah, that's the top 3, I think. Sorare, Killison, Dimitrovic. All super cheap. Took your advice, Quinny, from the gallery review and added an in-season Cuisance. Oh, nice, mate. Nice. Hopefully you're going to rescue the vibe around him. So XD Rai, that's what you need to do. You need to get one of those £5 goalkeepers in, slot them into this, and D3, like you're set for a big one. Look at that, by the way. All your guys have got good games. 2 more to go. Slam Duncan. If not, can you do me a contenders under 23 lineup, please? If you have the time. Sorry if you just added me to the list already. Contender and under 23s. Let's look at a contender. You need to take Kelly in your top team, I think. And you're going to be committing war crimes here for the combo stack on the go. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, missing Lennon Miller there. I think McGregor you have to take. I'm a wee bit shade nervous on McGregor. Danilo has probably got the highest ceiling potential here of the guys that are unlikely to play, but I think you just go with Dyson for security. No one's going to have this combo, but we do need a fifth man that's a bit wild. Like Angulo could be that guy. Clarkson could be that guy. Let's look at Angulo. What's his scoring profile been like right before? Yeah, he can still rip. I think you take him as your wild card. I'd probably captain him, actually, to be honest with you. D2 to get promoted to D1. I back it. Classic keeper. I'm not sure Taylor starts this. Kai Rolls apparently has been kind of replaced by, or is it that guy that's been replaced by McCart? I think you just go Taylor and cross your fingers that he stays in the team. Diamandi's probably the next take. And then Martin Boyle or Kuhn and so on. I'd go Boyle. And then in season Clarkson probably. And then for the last team we're playing Gordon. I'm playing Scales Classic. In season Hitate. Kyogo or Kuhn. Do we think Kuhn plays? He maybe does, but maybe doesn't. Kyogo does play from the start from the bench. He needs a goal, he's due a goal. And then in season Clarkson maybe just to roll it out. And under 23 next. Let's see what under 23 looks like. The thing with Cohen XD Rise is you just know he's going to be replaced when Mayeki comes back. Thanks, Hucker. So we've got Fafana, maybe Mamadashvili, Wrench. Yeah, Kenny has to take Taylor here, don't you? But I like Sucic this game week. You probably need to take the Ajax guys here. You've got a full kind of Ajax stack with Fafana, sorry, Yahia Fafana. And yeah, Yuri Bass. You're probably just doing Ajax. Although I'm not a big Kenny Taylor fan, I wouldn't mind dropping him for Sucic to differentiate it a bit. I think that's pretty much the way I would shake them out. And then Luke Jones, last up for the night. How are we, my man? Hope you're still here. Where are we? I don't even know what's happening this week without Prem, but if you want to build my Challenger under 23 or build a good special. And then did you say something else about changing that? Who changed their... I'm sure it was you. Henry, I had you right on the bubble, my man. I'm not sure I'm going to have time for you, Monfrere. Yeah, Luke Jones. Can I change my mind? I just looked at who's playing. I would prefer a strong under 23s priority. Champion season and classic. Excellent. I've got that message there. Strong under 23. Classic. Rare, sorry. Limited. Oh, yeah. Rizzer. Top keeper pick. Nice defence shots. I think Smets. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Jon Snow. Broom. Oh, yeah. Solid spine. Fifth man. Who do we have? We must have somebody fun. It's not an obvious like triple A. Like, oh, come and pick me guy. Who's hiding in here that's got a very good game? Arno. Habib. Miguel. Knew to be somebody like that. Love this. And again, you can captain end them, but Smets and Risser. Really. I'm a Captain Gutierrez guy. Is that the only keeper we had? Was it just one under 23 team? No, we had a few. We've got a Misa and stuff like that as well. So what did you say? Strong under 23 then champion season. Champ in season. D1. Ooh. Petrovic. Yeah, that's who I would be taking. Needs to be a classic defender. Or Tomori. Is Tomori going to play? Again, a lot of transfer rumours and speculation around him. Great game if he is. Yeah. Fikayo Tomori. Lo Celso is a good shout for classic mid. I think we'll probably take a classic mid the way things are looking. As good as him. Oh, classic forward is tough. Oh, I think we need to take an in-season mid. Like Højbjerg or Reitz. I'd take Højbjerg first. Although Reitz could actually be sneaky good, but it makes playing Kane a bit. I'd maybe take Alvarez actually. I think I would take Alvarez. And then we've got Balerde. Still got Reitz. I think you kind of need to... Oh, Habib. Yeah, let's play Habib. Spider-Man captain. D2. Coffee's in. I think Ballerdi's just the pick, isn't he? Oh, McTominay. Such a long list of players, by the way. That's a bad thing, but... Up front, probably looking at the Moreira guy. Is that Sandial going to play? I've not even thought to check that. Yeah, I did find it unlikely. Could be a classic forward, actually. Yeah, stick Kane in here. And then in season, fifth man. Seawold, Reitz, Diao, Moreira, Doucouré. There's a few decent guys here, sadly, that just aren't pickable, isn't there? Perud, Malin. I don't think this team is worth selecting until we've built a classic one. Champ classic. And what did you say after? Decent anti-stack. Yeah, okay, awesome. Yeah, so I would leave that team to this position. And then, oh wow, De Gea. Yeah, give us a bit of that. De Gea, Kerriher, Grimmy. I think Kerriher for this. Lo Celso. Let's see. Oh, Jurassic Kane. I was hoping there was going to be another kind of Lo Celso type, like cheat codey guy, perhaps, but I think Kane ticks the box anyway. And then fifth man, maybe Jurassic, just go guns blazing, or Grimaldo, and assume he's going to have the sort of game he can do in these matches. Yeah. And anti-stack. Oh, my kids are going ballistic right now. You know, having kids hasn't been that hard most of their life, but right now they're 8 and 6, and they're just both prime confrontation age right now. And yeah, I'm just living that life where it's in between tantrums, or it's in between World War III, and I could hear one of them shouting, "He's trying to kill me." You know what I mean? It's like, oh, what chance have you got, man? Jordan Henderson's got an L5 of 68, and I don't know if I'm imagining things. Wow. That works for anti-stack. In the series on to play, that makes me want to pick him, but Jurassic at home should do good, but in the series, he's just a goal a game guy, isn't he? And if he can double up for you, is he in the shop window? I would go in the series over Jurassic. Could get a wee fly hat-trick. Jurassic could get a fly hat-trick as well, but I think in the series more likely for that. Yeah, 3 goals scored, even for the team ratios are much better. And then fifth man Van Rooij jumps to the top of the list here, alongside Pearceman. Now Pearceman's got an L5 of 62, but it's your story. It's pretty good, but it's not cheat code, it's just very good fullback form. And Van Rooij, he's a good guy, isn't he? A good fullback, but might kill you. Jesus Murillo, Balnerde. Or could we just take the other forward? Who was the other forward we had there in the series? And we could take Sergio Gomez. Who was the other forward? I'm tempted on Sergio Gomez now. Jurassic. Nah, I think I like Sergio Gomez better for fifth man. Or maybe even Maeda. Oh no, we've got Trusty. Ooh, come on. Go. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, I like Sergio. I'm just going to Captain Trusty to pick somebody. I don't know how to pick Captain. This is what we've got. Look. Top team for champs in season D1. Top team classics. And we even got into under 23 and into anti-stacks. Oi, oi, oi. Thanks everyone who's joined us for the members lineup build tonight. I think Henry's the only request we never got to tonight. Terribly sorry. If I do get back on, I'll see if there was more than Henry. If there was another one I did miss, I've just got a spidey senses that I've missed somebody in the chat somewhere. So I'll have a wee scan through it. If there was more than one, and there's Henry there. Was anyone after him? Because I just feel bad that I've maybe just missed a message and there's more than one of you here. I always feel bad when there's even one, but no, I think I've not missed anything. It is just Henry. Hatlogen, hey Quinny, mind having... Oh, Hatlogen. Oh, Hatlogen. Right, Hatlogen and Henry. 2 H's. Hatlogen and Henry. We'll be back tomorrow, right? We'll pick these up in the morning. Maybe just a wee morning session with a croissant. I'm about to be live on Celtsar here with McBride, so if you're after any more Celtic stack building intel, Celtsar here, all one word on YouTube, will be live. It's meant to be past. It's probably going to be delayed by 5-10 minutes now because of me and my bird's nest of a barnet. But good luck to you if you've got anything running tonight. Hopefully all the Ranger stacks flop. And back tomorrow for the deadline show. And Go Fuck Friday night as well. We'll have cards to give away here, there and everywhere. Thanks to all you that have tuned in for the show tonight. And yeah, stay out of trouble. And I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.